welcome to the Midweek message. We're taking lessons from Proverbs chapter 31. I'm reading from the Contemporary English Version of the Bible. We're going to begin in verse 4 and read through verse 9. Proverbs chapter 31, 4. Kings and leaders should not get drunk or even want to drink. Drinking makes you forget your responsibilities and you mistreat the poor. Beer and wine are only for the dying or for those who have lost all hope. Let them drink and forget how poor and miserable they feel. But you must defend those who are helpless and have no hope. Be fair and give justice to the poor and homeless. And these are the words of King Lemuel's mother. King Lemuel is Solomon, and these are the words that his mother gave him, words of advice and wisdom regarding his reign. And so in Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 4, she said, kings and leaders should not get drunk or even want to drink. Now, she advises her son not to be given to alcoholic beverage consumption. And so in verse 4, she says, if you're going to be a leader, you shouldn't get drunk. You shouldn't even want to drink. Now, why is that? Well, in verse 5, it says, drinking makes you forget your responsibilities and you mistreat the poor. In other words, you're going to be a king, my son. You have to rule and govern people, and you need to do it justly and in the right way. And if you're given to drinking, or even if you just want to drink, if you're leaning that way, you will forget your responsibilities by participating in the recreational use of alcohol. You'll forget your responsibilities, and then you will have a reign that is unjust. And the example here, she says, you'll start to mistreat the poor. And these are people that are particularly under the care and watch care, shall we say, of officials. That's a great part of their responsibility. And so kings and leaders should not get drunk. They shouldn't even want to drink. Why? Because drinking makes you forget your responsibilities and you will mistreat the poor. You will misuse your office. You will not fulfill your responsibilities as you should. That's not for kings and leaders. And then verse 6 says, beer and wine are only for the dying or for those who have lost all hope. There are things that we give to people in a medicinal fashion when they're at the very end of life that they can't give themselves to during their active lives, because we're trying to help them alleviate pain and navigate that end of life experience, which is so difficult for them. If somebody starts dying, why not let them have beer and wine so that they can receive a little bit of comfort as far as being it tamping down their symptoms. Why not that? But also people who don't have any hope are people who are given to drinking, given to substance abuse. And that's not for you, son. That's not for you. You need to be a wise king. And in verse 7, let them drink. This is an explanation of verse 6. Let them drink and forget how poor and miserable they feel. So let them become unconscious by imbibing in some type of alcohol that gives in some degree a medicinal value by numbing them. And that's the reason that people that have no hope drink. That's the reason people that are dying would be given drink. It's almost the same type of thing. Like I said, that we give morphine to people, things like that at the end of life to help them with pain or breathing or something of that nature. So those are the people who drink. Those are the ones who would be given to that. Solomon's mother said to him, but you're a king. And verse 8 says, but you must defend those who are helpless and have no hope. You're in a position of governance and authority over other people. You are to be a helper of people who are in desperate need. And so, verse 9, she says, be fair and give justice to the poor and the homeless.